Hello everybody, welcome back to Dailies by Daylight, and we have a pig daily today, which means I get to have a bunch of fun. So, there's really only the one pig daily, for the most part, which is land 4 successful dash attacks, which is our ambush attack, which is fun in its own right. By and large, I actually don't, if you're relatively decent at killer, and you're not at ludicrously high ranks, you almost don't really ever need to stealth as pig at all. You can pretty much just M1, a lot of people just use your traps occasionally, but we're gonna be going for fun. Yay! Fun is the important thing when playing a video game, would you believe it? And I recently got Enduring out of the Shrine of Secrets, and it is now upon the wonderful Amanda. So, our build for today, and this is complete absurdity. We have Enduring Free, you are resilient to pain, you reduce the duration of pallet stuns by 50%. Brutal Strength, destroy dropped pallets and generators 20% faster. Spirit Fury, after breaking 2 pallets, the next one you are stunned by is immediately broken. You still suffer the stun, but of course that's going to be half as long as it would otherwise be. And I'm trying this one out. Corrupt Intervention, There's a lot of people currently who are saying Corrupt Intervention works better than Ruin Free, in large part to the fact that Ruin is broken very quickly by people just looking out for totems. We saw that in my last 2, I think, different videos, so yeah. So we're going to be trying along with Corrupt Intervention and seeing how that goes. My bet is okay for the first couple of minutes, but bear in mind most games in Dead by Daylight only last about 15 to 20 minutes, so that's still getting some time. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll be able to know exactly which ones are affected by their white aura. Okay, now, we couldn't do an ambush daily run without Amanda's letter. A blackmailing letter for the attention of Amanda fills the reader with rage and focus. Written by Hoffman. Anyways, while crouched, see the outlines of survivors within a 12-meter range, reduces available jigsaw boxes and bear traps, and that just means we're going to be ambushing a lot more than we're going to be, giving people hats, which is fine. And they do a slight decrease ambush attack charging time, slight decrease ambush attack miss cooldown. And for the Fieste de Resistance, Mercury agent to greatly thicken the dark mist. Ordinarily, this is a massive pain when you're trying to play ambush pig because it makes it even harder for you to see anything whilst you're stealthed. But with Amanda's letter in play, not so much of a problem for us. So, let's get in a game and see how this goes. So we've got Brutus, Cyrillic, Wacko, and Obi-Wan, as well as 2 of them being Nia. This particular Nia has been popularized as being a toxic sort as well, so what's the absolute worst they could bring for me? Object of Obsession? I've seen that 3 times in my last 2 games, so who knows? And considerably increased personal luck. Oh boy. Now I have no control over where we're going to end up here, but we just have to hit people 4 times with our dash to get our daily, and once we are into a chase, which an ambush usually follows into, we have a lot to make it so that we don't have to worry about stopping. So, hey, there's that. Okay, Crotus Pen. Not the best. Also not the worst. And, oh yeah, called it. We indeed have an Object of Obsession. And it's the Claudette, is that? Yeah, it's the Claudette. Now, the standard approach here would be that we would just crouch and she would lose our terror radius and she'd not have any capacity to see us, except that, unfortunately, the undetectable benefit has not been spread to the other stealth killers yet. It is only available as either the Demogorgon, or I think also Freddy Not 100% certain. So it's pretty unlikely that we can deal. Really, we have to get rid of you. And there goes the first one. Okay. And you evidently anti-hemorrhagic because you're at full health again. But unfortunately for you, I really wish you'd stop throwing pallets early because it's actually kind of messing with me. Oh hey, it's Nia. We haven't had occasion to actually, like, hit anybody with our ambush because we haven't had the chance to actually, like, get down into our ambush. That's Claudette, she can see us. Dang it! Just short, just short. Okay, well let's get somebody down here. Somebody who probably doesn't have, like, a styptic of some description. Come along now. Did I seriously just hear a... I did. You're not what I was hearing, but neat. Why does it feel like these survivors have just all decided that they're gonna be anticipating Spirit Fury or something? There's one. Grand. Yeah, they just really like dropping these pallets, and I really couldn't tell you why. Weren't even trying to, like, make it particularly discreet there. They're just all wanting to throw pallets. Very odd. Very odd. And there's somebody right behind me as well, so I'm guessing... You've got to be around here somewhere, yes. No? Easy way to find out, I guess. There's Claudette. But anybody else? Oh yeah, the second we turn away. Which means they're almost categorically a Swift team. Which is more or less as bad as it can get for a stealth killer like a Mantha here. A Mantha? There. We have a Swift team. Thank you. That will at least somewhat impede the Object of Obsession. Unless you're also packing Object of Obsession, I guess. That's a non-zero possibility. I actually don't know how Object of Obsession works with the more recent changes to things. Do you mind? I'm just trying to get some ambush stabs in here. We're down to the last gen. I've barely hooked anybody because I have no power. That's what happens. That's why I hate Object of Obsession. That's why everybody hates Object of Obsession. And it still works for her even though she's not the obsession. Oh. I may have to have a second game of this, just because this is unrelentingly unfair. Okay, Steve, give me another hit. Thank you. What are you doing? Why are you here? What are you up to? Good lord, where are my gens? There's one way over there that's almost guaranteed to be just about done. Which is actually probably about to pop off right about now, if I had to take a wild guess. Just more or less judging on how badly this entire game has gone because somebody brought one perk. The one perk, the only one perk that they actually really needed to bring. Because that's all it takes to destroy a stealth killer. That's it. Back we go. Yeah, object needs... Look at that, she's not even the object of obsession. She's just got the perk. And that's all she needs. It's ridiculous. I really cannot wait. Hi Steve, how are you? I really cannot wait for it to get nerfed into the ground, ideally. But I'll take basically anything. You gonna... Yeah, that's 2, everybody. There are 2 people with decisive. This is gonna be a red rank match, isn't it? There's gonna be a whole bunch of red rankers in my good Christian green rank games. That's what's gonna happen here. Like, I can crouch. It won't do a damn thing because she can still see my aura. Ah. Hey there, Steve. How you doing? There is nothing here for you. Like, I'll be curious to see exactly how many had decisive on them. How much do I want to stay in this game? That's the question here. Not terribly. Goodbye, everybody. Get out of my game. Yeah, there you are. I know. I don't care. Oh, to have no it right about now. That's free. They've gotten the other door open. Just get them all injured. Why not? Might as well here. Yeah, when Pig isn't crouched, she's basically just an M1 killer. There is not much that she can do about that. So when her ability to crouch is nerfed into the ground, there's not really much she can do there either. What was I thrown against there? I was thrown against 3 decisives. 3 decisives. Okay, an object, a dark sense, which also defeats... It also defeats the pig, but not very much. We apparently had a dead heart in there, but I don't know that I ever saw it. Borrowed time, balanced landing, oh, this is horrific. That's just, no. No. That's bad. Oh, okay, let's get another game and let's see if we can actually make this work. And hopefully I will not just have to run into more completely broken perks. Ugh. Well, okay. To be clear, those aren't broken perks in isolation. Put together, they're busted as all hell. But object in particular is a huge problem. Because every single killer, with pretty much the exception of Spirit whilst she's using her power, and Michael in Tier 1, which he tries to get out of in like the first seconds of the game, every single killer gets incredibly screwed over by Object of Obsession, giving the survivors, any number of survivors really, given that we expect that there'll be some degree of outside, external game communications, be that simply TeamSpeak, be that Ventrilo, be that Discord. We can expect that every single killer really is going to be affected by Object of Obsession, but the ones that are affected by it the most are the ones that need to actually be stealthy. Because if you know where they are, then they can't be stealthy. That's fairly straightforward. So it's killers like the Wraith, it's killers like the Pig, it's killers like Ghostface, it's killers like... all of these things really get affected, but those ones in particular get really screwed over by it. And it affects everybody as well. It affects those worst, but it affects everybody as well because killers rely on survivors not having instant knowledge of where they are. They rely on being able to approach a survivor and have there be at least some ambiguity as to which direction they're going, what their course is, that kind of thing. But a survivor that has pinpoint knowledge of where they are at basically all times, it's not 100% of the map, but it is a fairly large chunk of it in most cases, pretty much cannot do that. They don't have any mind game capacity. Every single second is that their movements are documented. They're under watch, as it were. They're under surveillance, if you like. And there's a reason that when you bring Object of Obsession, you should expect to be tunneled. It's because no killer likes having to deal with that for the entire game, and the second it's out of their game, a much easier time it has had, and also a much more fun time. It's just not fun to have to deal with that. Unfortunately, we currently have to deal with that, because, frankly, the devs were idiots when they put Object of Obsession into the game. So we have 2 Bills, a Tap, and Claudette. If we get down to this, I think I'm letting the Tap live. But we only need 1 ambush attack to get our daily here. I generally don't like to do dailies that have been spoiled, as it were, partially completed. I like to get them all done in 1 game, but sometimes things conspire against you. It's become so commonplace now that people just swap in really powerful items at the 5-second or the 5 or 6 second left mark that I'm kind of always suspicious when it's approaching that point and nobody's readied up yet. But okay, boldness and luck. Let's go for it. Okay, Suffocation Pit. It's a nice map, honestly. I like this map. But let's see. There is no obsession. Oh, it's Christmas after the last game. If there's no obsession, that means there's no object of obsession. That means there is no... Did I see somebody back here? No, it means there's no object of obsession, means there's no decisive strike. Oh, it's good. I know Bill's up there. There can still be things like balanced landing, but you only get the 1 balanced landing. Do you want to throw the pallet, Bill? Do you want to throw the pallet? Come on, Bill. Let's have some fun, shall we? Hi, Claudette. How are you doing? Your natural camouflage is not quite that effective. Not with a pink top, at the very least. Now, the slight problem for this map is that a lot of the... Oh, we have a DC? Oh, and it was Tap! I'm pretty sure that that was Tap. No, Tap is Gliss. Okay, right. Need to remember that. Gliss is Tap. If anybody survives this, it should be Tap. That's just thematically appropriate. Let's see if we can find anybody else around about here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I wonder what happened to Smiley Face then. Okay, that's the rest of the generators switching back on. Now, corrupt intervention functions dominantly by pushing the survivors back over to the back across the map towards the killer, because they're always the ones that are furthest from the killer. Savvy survivors will therefore just eat the 2 minutes that it takes for it to wear off and just like then work on those generators, under the presumption that the killer is going to be just dealing with their area over there. Oh, hey there! Really? Oh, of course, Sprint Burst. Have I gotten my stab off yet? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. A lot of people throwing pallets early. A lot of people throwing pallets early. Hey, Tap. How you doing? Yeah, miles to go. And an unfortunately unsuccessful... A very unsuccessful, I'm afraid, effort there with the flashlight. I can't recall, honestly, if enduring applies to flashlights. Presumably there'll be big, like, words on the screen telling you if it does or not. Phew. But yeah, so far we haven't made our, pallets useless build work here. Only because people aren't throwing the pallets on me. It's kind of like 2 of these perks function on people throwing pallets on me. Hello, Tap. There's our ambush hit. If that indeed was our 4th ambush hit, then all the more thematically appropriate that we get it on Tap, I guess. Yuck. Hits on Tap. Can somebody just chuck this on me, please? That's all I'm asking here, is to get hit in the head with a pallet. It's not saying much now, is it? Well, close enough. We'll take it. We'll take it. Up you go. Okay, so we've hooked 1 bill. We've hooked Claudette. We've now hooked Tap. That just leaves 1 of the bills. Interesting that we've got Detective Tap and 2 bills in our game here. Mostly for British reasons. Yeah, that's sprint burst. Doesn't buy you much now, though. Go back over? No, you're not. Also, those frames that you had there. Nope, he hasn't lighted it off. Okay, good, there is. Now, you're the one with the flashlight. Which means you're not the one that we haven't hooked already. Not quite sure what you were doing there, Mr. Dark Lord Satan. Come along, then. Where can I plonk you? How about over here? Where was that? Where the... Is that them... That was not them screwing up a generator. That was not them breaking a hook. Actually, it might have been them screwing up a generator. It was touched. But they are assuredly no longer in this vicinity. Now, which way are they going to run is my next question. Are they going to come back here? Hi, Claudette. Amanda is very willing to give you engineering, like, tutelage, should you require it. I hate these things, but oh well. Legit, those are the, like, map component that made me get Bamboozle. But Bamboozle is itself so niche, so... Killers get 4 perks to choose. Survivors get 16. You gotta work for what happens in the majority of games. Or, in this particular case, you gotta just have fun. Where you find it. They're still at 5 generators, despite current intervention wearing off ages ago. See if we can spy Bill. No. No sign of Bill. On your run. Okay. This would be Dark Lord Satan. Down, I believe. Pretty sure Dark Lord Satan has lost all of his credits here. Yep. And still at 5 generators. Now, we haven't seen Tap for a while. There's a decent chance Tap's been working on a generator. But which generator? That is our question. Not this one, that's for sure. Nor that one. Claudette really not doing a grand job, a grand old job with that one. Hi, Tap. Is Tap the one that's been messing up the checks? Is that it? Oh, detective. Detective, we can help you with that. Okay, just like hang on a second. Let me just like deal with this debris. Gotta keep your workspace all tidy, you know. And we'll see if we can't like help you figure out how to generate it. Okay. So, Mr. Tap, here's like your here's your like L2 generator cap. Okay. So, what you do is you apply a boot to it, just at about that light lower part of the alternator, and then the carburetor will connect to the crankshaft, and it may surprise you to know I know very little about mechanics. But, let's see, there's 2 people left. Is Detective Tap going to get a rescue at all? I hope so. And to that end, I'm just actually going to kick this and wander off into the distance. Maybe I find Claudette, but I don't pay her much mind, and I'm absolutely not going to be ambushing. Because I got my daily. So yeah. In fact, I might have gotten my daily in this game alone, if I hadn't spoiled it. Still going back. Good. Uh-huh. Man, that's a long way to walk around. Oh, come on, Claudette. Rescue Detective Tap. If you don't rescue Detective Tap, he's going to die in horrible agony and presumably get sent to some kind of in-between dimension full of pain and recursive suffering at the behest of an evil entity that is ambiguous but certainly evil. Thank you! Ha. Grand. Okay. Now, where did they go? Ah, there's Claudette. Hello. Oh, there is also Tap, but let's not deal with Tap. Come along, Claudette. I'm still amazed that they've gotten 0 gens done. It's almost as though I'm running ruin. But I don't think it was necessarily corrupt interventions doing. So, jury is still out on that one. Now I only have the 1 trap. Up you go. Yep. Okay. So where is the hatch? Oh, well there's Mr. Tap. Hello. I'm trying to remember if they changed it so that the so that closing the hatch will trigger the traps on his head. Because I genuinely don't know off the top of my head. Or presumably off the top of Tap's head if we're not careful. Oh, hey, there they are. Okay, so if we find Detective Tap and down him, we can carry him there. If he cooperates. He's got like a 50-50 chance of getting the right, like, thing over here, so hopefully. Let's see if we can lead him. Come on, Mr. Tap. There you go. Hey! A happy ending. Hooray. Don't you love it? And I still got the Ruthless Killer. Okay, what do we have this time? What was the distinction there? Higher, lower ranks, I think, roughly speaking. Yeah, there was 1 adrenaline, 1 borrowed time. Yeah, just... Still a sprint burst and 2 balanced landing. Oh no, 2 sprint bursts and 2 balanced landings, but evidently they're not nearly as powerful as the get a second chance and know exactly where the killer is all the time perks. Surprisingly. Ah, right. Well, hope you enjoyed this bit of silliness. Catch you all as ever next time.